Welcome back to another Wealth Code video, guys. Like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see more of our great videos. It was a cold Tuesday morning in January 2021, and 29-year-old Sarah Mitchell faced a harsh reality. As a marketing assistant at a tech startup in San Francisco, she opened her paycheck to find the same numbers staring back at her: $50,000 annually. For years, Sarah believed this salary would set her on a path to wealth. Yet, instead of stability, she felt trapped. Surrounded by colleagues earning more, she grappled with the mundane reality of her finances. Rent prices skyrocketing in the Bay Area, monthly student loan payments looming large, and no savings in sight. Her friends, also trapped in the same salary syndrome, were entrenched in a societal expectation: work hard, earn a decent wage, and live modestly. But Sarah sensed there was more to life. Her heart raced. She yearned for financial freedom, and as bills piled up, she decided to seek help. Something had to change. Her life depended on it. Fueled by desperation, Sarah dove deep into research. Each night, she scoured articles, YouTube videos, and financial forums, hoping to unravel the secrets to wealth. She discovered stories of ordinary people breaking free from their salary traps by investing in stocks, launching side hustles, or learning valuable skills. In February, she stumbled upon a Facebook ad for a course titled Unlocking Wealth: The $50 Myth. The course advertised a transformative journey to financial independence. Skeptical yet intrigued, Sarah signed up for the online class, risking $199 of her meager savings. The first lesson hit hard. It shattered her beliefs about job security. They claimed the $50,000 salary was a middle-class illusion, a trap that could keep her broke forever. With each module, she felt empowered yet terrified as she recognized her stagnant state. Could she break the chains holding her back? The more she learned, the more determined she became to create a new narrative for her life. Inspired by her course, Sarah decided to turn her passion for cooking into a side hustle. In March 2021, she launched Sarah's Homemade Delights, an Instagram baking business where she shared vibrant photos of her creations, cupcakes, and artisanal bread. Each post resonated with followers, allowing her to gain traction and build a loyal customer base. Balancing her day job while mastering social media marketing was daunting, but each order fueled her ambition. By April, Sarah was selling 5 dozen cupcakes weekly at $30 a dozen. The revenue provided much-needed relief, especially as bills continued to flood in. However, she quickly realized her early optimism was naive. As her orders grew, she struggled with time management, often sacrificing sleep to fulfill requests. Friends noticed her fatigue, yet they admired her tenacity. Instead of curtailing ambitions, she tackled one burning question: how could she scale her income without sacrificing her health? Her journey was just beginning, and the stakes were higher than ever. As summer approached in June 2021, Sarah's side hustle started to show promise, but the underlying financial reality loomed like a dark cloud. Each month, her student loans gnawed away at her earnings, and with rising living costs, she had no margins left for emergencies. Around this time, she plucked up the courage to face her current employer about a potential raise, but the HR response felt dismissive. "You're lucky to have such a position," they said, brushing off her aspirations in the harsh reality of corporate hierarchies. Feeling defeated, Sarah returned home and anxiously checked her bank account. The digits seemed to dance mockingly, reminding her that only $500 remained before she would dip into credit cards. That evening, she wept for the dreams she felt slipping through her fingers. Despite the despair looming overhead, she resolved to not allow the corporate world and a trivial paycheck constrict her aspirations any longer. She would redefine her reality, even if it took everything she had. In July 2021, during a community workshop, Sarah encountered Melissa Thompson, a celebrated entrepreneur who had once been in her shoes. As Sarah shared her struggles, Melissa's eyes lit up with understanding, finding a kindred spirit yearning for financial freedom. Melissa invited Sarah to coffee every week, sharing insights from her own journey. She introduced ideas about scaling, collaborations, and the importance of investments. "You've built something. Now let it grow," she encouraged. Inspired, Sarah shifted her focus to utilize social media and connect with local businesses. Together they devised a plan for cross-promotions that would help expand her reach. Powerful this connection felt. It merged strategies with raw passion. Each session added more fuel to Sarah's burning ambition. By August, she launched workshops teaching others how to bake and market their treats. However, questions swirled in her mind. Would her newfound skills and connections be enough to create a sustainable income? The answer seemed both distant and tantalizingly close. In September 2021, Sarah reached a peak of exhaustion. Business was booming, yet so were the challenges. She encountered her first major setback when a kitchen accident forced her to cancel 6 days of orders. Heartbroken, she had to communicate the delay to customers who had eagerly anticipated her treats. In addition, financial pressures mounted as she faced a merchant's license renewal and ingredient costs skyrocketing. As bills piled up and her schedule grew more chaotic, self-doubt crept in. Illness swept through her household, causing her to miss critical workshops. The weight sank heavily on her shoulders. Distractions clouded her priorities, and passions felt muted. Dark thoughts shadowed her vision for the future. One evening, she broke down, holding her laptop and assessing her financial standings. Desperate for direction, she returned to her mentor, Melissa, who reminded her that every entrepreneur faces obstacles. They embraced resilience, and together they reformulated her business plan. By taking a breath and resetting her goals, Sarah reignited her drive to succeed. By October 2021, with renewed determination and Melissa's ongoing guidance, Sarah's homemade delights turned a corner. Embracing local markets, Sarah set up her first stall at the Sunday Farmers Market. With the early morning sun gleaming, she showcased her creations, a riot of colors and flavors. The day buzzed with excitement as families sampled her cookies and cupcakes. "These are incredible," raved a mother, instantly boosting Sarah's confidence. By the end of the day, she sold out all her goods, earning more than her usual paycheck in just a few hours. That success revealed the potential within her venture. The thrill ignited a fire within. She craved more events. By November, she expanded her network, partnering with local cafes for consignment deals, allowing her desserts to reach broader audiences. As sales skyrocketed, she finally felt that elusive spark of financial liberation. Earning $10,000 in 1 month shattered her previous beliefs, yet the question lingered: could she sustain this growth? However, January 2022 brought unexpected storms. Slightly overconfident, Sarah had ramped up production, investing heavily for larger batches. But fortune took a downward turn. Buyer engagement dropped significantly after the holidays. Her product lines no longer resonated, and soon unsold stock piled higher than ever. A lasting feeling of dread gripped her. She had overextended her finances and relied too heavily on previous momentum. Facing dwindling cash flow, she learned the harsh realities of entrepreneurship, where highs quickly met lows. Anxiety flooded her thoughts. Would this endeavor, which started with such promise, be the very trap she wished to escape? Late nights turned into sleepless days, filled with frantic calculations and disappointment. In those moments of helplessness, she reached out again to Melissa, who encouraged her to adapt and innovate. "Expand or expect decline," she mused, propelling Sarah to reconsider her business model entirely. Teaching classes online and diversifying her products remained key, transforming fear into renewed ambition. March 2022 became pivotal as Sarah witnessed a shift she hadn't anticipated. By actively engaging with her audience through free community workshops, she discovered many were eager to learn about baking and entrepreneurship. Students flocked to her enthusiastic classes, hungry for knowledge. The warm atmosphere contrasted sharply with her previous struggles. Her workshops created a new avenue for income and reinforced her entrepreneurial identity. Each session inspired her as much as it empowered participants. A student shared, "You changed my life. I've started my own baking business." Boosting morale, this feedback revitalized Sarah. The summer became less about profits and more about community impact. By focusing on education, she established support networks for budding entrepreneurs, even offering them an online platform for sharing experiences. Financially, things were shifting too. Profits steadily rose, yet in the blink of an eye, Sarah's vision of financial freedom transformed into a broader mission, empowering others to escape their own salary trap. By August 2022, Sarah had built a thriving community, transforming her side hustle into a profitable education platform, doubling her previous income and surpassing her original salary. She finally escaped the $50,000 salary trap through entrepreneurship and innovation. The lesson was clear. Real wealth isn't solely about numbers on a paycheck. It's about nurturing passion and creativity while empowering others. Embracing adaptability led her to unforeseen paths of success. Reflecting on her journey, Sarah gathered her community to share insights and reaffirm their mission. They learned resilience and shared resources, propelling each other towards financial independence. Today, Sarah speaks openly about her story on channels like Wealth Code, inviting audiences to break free from their own limitations. Are you ready to change your financial narrative and unleash your potential? Join us at Wealth Code, where escaping the salary trap becomes a reality for you too, one decision at a time. For more videos from Wealth Code, don't forget to like and subscribe.